A lot of parents go through the grief of just trying to understand what autism is. Talk about just me and how it's going as a mom. And it's hard. Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know, my name is Precious. I am a mom of two who are on the autism spectrum, and I am also on the autism spectrum. I get a lot of questions surrounding parenting autism, and I do post a lot of videos about the journey and how I am as a mom, how I am able to hold a lot of my composure and be gentle and show compassion. And I always see people say, how do you do that? How do you, not get angry? How do you not get upset? How do you not go crazy? And today I just kind of felt the need to talk to you guys because I rarely do that. Talk about just me and how it's going as a mom. And it's hard. It's hard being the gentle, kind, compassionate mother. It's very hard. And I didn't even realize that I was going to cry. And I'm not even trying to cry. I don't even know why. I wish I could answer that question for you guys. I wish I could give you some of my compassion and some of my gentleness. I'm having a really hard time finding my words, even though I wanted to come on and I felt like in my head I had so much going on what I could say. I rehearsed what I was going to say all day in my head, and I feel like because I did that, I'm losing my words. How many of you guys are the default parent? How many of you guys are the default, the primary parent? That's me. And sometimes I wish I wasn't. Sometimes I wish I did not have so much responsibility, and I wish I could have more breaks than I have responsibility. And in my situation, I don't have the luxury of getting a break. I know you guys, I know a lot of people say, oh, take care of yourself, and make sure you're getting a break. And it's nearly impossible for me. And I know that it is probably nearly impossible for a lot of you guys. I am married, and I know a lot of you guys are probably not married. And so you're asking me these questions like, how can you guys do this when it's just you and you're probably working a full-time job outside of the home and then still being primary and only parent, or if you are just a default parent in a marriage or in a co-parenting situation. And it's really starting to take a toll on me. I know some of you guys know that I lost my aunt, and she lost her battle to cancer. This is the third time that she got cancer. First time was, I believe, back in 2014 is right when I had the twins, and it was devastating news, but it felt like it was something that then she was going to beat and she would be fine, and I was very optimistic, and everybody was very optimistic, and she did. She beat it. Everything was good. It didn't feel like it was taking a lot out of her. This last time, she got bone cancer, and mind you, my aunt, she has had a lot of health issues her entire life, and you could have never guessed. And I've never known life without her. I've never known life without her. She's always been in my life. I've never, ever imagined or even cared to think about what I would do or how I would feel or how life would be after her. And Jesus. And she is the reason I am who I am today. I never had that very special bond with my mother, and my aunt was just always the one who, you know, was there. You know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, taking me back and forth to school, getting me dressed, doing my hair, me and my sisters, and it was like that for as long as I could remember. And she was my mother, and I'm having a very hard time keeping my composure since she's been gone, and being this gentle person that I've always known myself to be and that everybody knows me to be. I'm finding it very hard to be that. I'm having a hard time being patient and understanding, and it's becoming a challenge for me, and I wish I could have a me there for me, if that makes any sense. So the everyday struggles of having to get up in the morning and make breakfast and make lunch and make dinner and get everybody dressed and wash all the clothes and wash all the dishes and clean the house, clean the bathrooms, go to the grocery store, make content, you know, work. And I'm so sorry, you guys. The camera died and I had to get to the store, so I'm here at the store. I apologize. I am just having a very hard time doing what I am responsible for. I'm having a hard time just kind of existing right now. I have been writing more and trying to understand grief, my grieving process. And so I am being very intentional about how I spend my day and what I do with my children and how I am as a wife and who I am and how I am as Precious. Because what I don't want to do is get wrapped up in grief and get wrapped up in the fact that the person that has been teaching me everything that I've, you know, everything that I've ever known or learned. I don't want to let it bring me down. And so I want you guys to know that having a child on the spectrum is a journey, and a lot of parents go through the grief of just trying to understand what autism is, and that alone is just as crippling as losing someone, because it's almost like you're losing somebody before they've even began their life. When you hear that diagnosis and you hear, all of the things that's, when they list all of the things that's going on with your specific child, it's crippling sometimes. And it's a journey that we're all on, and we're on this train together, but we're all in our own personal carts, I say that if being a gentle person and practicing gentle autism is something that you strive to be, start with yourself. Start with practicing self-compassion, okay? Giving yourself a break and going a little easier on yourself and healing the inner child inside of you. I hope this video wasn't too long. I hope it wasn't too drowning. I know it's not our typical video that we do, but I really wanted to get on here and be vulnerable and really talk to somebody about how I'm feeling and what's going through my head, because I know that that's a lot of the things that you guys question. Like, I get, you're showing us how to, how an autistic child is, but like, what about us, the adults that are taking care of the child? And you're not alone, and it's hard for me too. And it's not that I make it look easy. For the most part, it is very easy for me to just be patient because it is who I am. But there are times where I can't be patient, and there are times where things get to me just as they get to anyone else. And so just practice self-compassion. Start with you before you can really dial down to teach your child and to be able to be there for your child. I hope this video is helpful. I'm going to end it here because I really do have to get into the grocery store, you guys. Tomorrow is the twins' first day of school, so I'm trying to get their lunches together and just do last minute stuff. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the prayers and the kind words that you guys have sent to me and my family. And I love you guys. I truly do. I really do love the platform that we've created with all of you guys. So I appreciate you guys. I thank you. And until next time.